Now, I'm sure none of you ever walked a pace that slow to get from point A to point B. But surprisingly, on a mountain, that's how slow you have to go to reach the top. And though our focus is solely on getting to the top and solely on getting that summit picture or that summit certificate, the most meaningful parts of climbing a mountain take place throughout the journey. Now, a mountain may seem like a peculiar place to learn about life, but the lessons a mountain can teach you directly apply here at sea level. So as you ascend to higher altitude, air pressure reduces, so there's actually less oxygen available. This means that you have to breathe faster and deeper, like I was, to get oxygen into your body. Thus, you get fatigued much faster, and taking one step can become a huge challenge. In simpler terms, imagine putting a plastic bag over your head and doing a 100-meter dash, because that's what 5 steps at altitude feels like. In life, you can't move forward in huge jumps. You have to set yourself small, attainable goals to meet. You continuously have to readjust your goals to make them attainable. On Kili, my goal at the start of summit night was 100 steps. But after 2 hours, I could no longer maintain that goal. So I dropped it down to 60 steps, then 30, and then just 10. Just 10 small steps before stopping, resting on my poles, and catching my breath again. My goal wasn't on summiting. It was on taking 10 small steps. And after hundreds of 10-step intervals, thinking the sun would never rise, we turned around from the seemingly endless trail of blackness, and we saw the sun breaking over the horizon. The most beautiful and inspiring sight that I've ever seen. You might think that the sunrise over the Etihad Towers is beautiful. When you see the sunrise at almost 6,000 meters, and you see the horizon line and the curvature of the earth, you realize that you've seen one of the most beautiful phenomena on the planet. And that mini goal setting, and my willingness to continuously readjust my goals, is what led to me seeing that sunrise. The central goal is concrete, but how you reach that goal needs to be fluid. I'd like to share with you a quote from Ed Besters, a famous mountaineer. Getting to the top is optional, but getting down is mandatory. The summit isn't the end. You still have to hike straight down for another 5 hours to get back to camp. What many consider to be the end really isn't. It's just a point in your journey. We get to the top, all we want to do is revel in the glory of achievement. But we're rushed down. We don't even get to bask in our glory. But it didn't matter that we only got 10 minutes on the summit. Because what did matter is everything leading up to those 10 minutes, and everything that happened afterwards. We often hone in too much on what we think is the end product, on summiting or on graduating. But we seldom take a step back to realize that there's a bigger picture. We live our lives constantly in the future, waiting to get to the next milestone. In high school, we're waiting to finish our exams and to finally turn in our extended essay or to graduate. But none of those things are the end. There's still a long way to go. Yes, you have a certificate validating your success, but what are you going to do with it? Stella is considered the summit of Kilimanjaro, although it is not the highest point. Stella is just 100 meters below Peru, the real peak of Africa. Many people get to Stella and they decide to turn back, but Stella is not the top. To really get to the peak, you have to push through for another hour at 5,800 meters to reach 5,895, the real highest point of Africa. And you could easily be persuaded to go back down, considering how tired and lethargic and unable to even hold your celebratory cup of tea you are. But what will make you press on, and what will push you forward, will be the people around you. The determination and the motivation of the group that you are part of. You won't give up if no one else will, because determination is contagious. Being around friends that share the same morals and values as you is the best thing that you can do for yourself. So recognize the friends that push you forward and hold them close. But pay attention to people who drag you down, because they certainly won't help you. Now, for your body to adjust to the lower temperature at altitude, you have to go up, and then down again. Then up, and then down again. You would think that climbing a mountain would involve ascending, but there's actually a great deal of descending in your ascent. Now, despite how aggravating it is to climb straight uphill for 6 hours, and then lose all that gain in 1 hour, it is critical to your success. There are 2 lessons in this. A lesson of how to lead, and a lesson of how to deal with injuries. some of the most influential leaders in history don't always push forward. They too take a step back and allow others to figure things out on their own. Similarly, in this year's football season, over half of my team was injured. If it wasn't shin splints, it was a muscle tear or a pulled ligament. But whatever it was, if you were injured, you could not play. In order to catalyze their recovery, injured players had to rest, take a step back from the playing field if they wanted to move forward and play the rest of the season. Though I know it killed them to sit on the sidelines, taking a step backwards was critical to making sure they could play the rest of the season. On Kili, it didn't matter if you were a triathlete, or a marathon runner, or a professional football player. What mattered was how much you wanted it. It didn't matter how many months you prepared, because you were equally susceptible as throwing up on the side of the trail as a couch potato. The summiteers in Kilimanjaro aren't the fittest or the strongest, they're the mental bodybuilders. My football coach once told my team later on in the season that she would choose a team with drive and no skill over a team with skill and no drive. Because pushing yourself past what you believe your limits are proves what you're really capable of. Now, I spent months, and I climbed thousands of stairs preparing for Kilimanjaro, and I could have spent even longer. I brought every single piece of warm clothing that I owned, and I was still cold. There's no such thing as being overprepared. And you've heard this lesson countless times from your teachers. You can't study too much. And I hate to sound like one of your HL teachers before mocks, but seriously. Better to walk into that exam knowing everything there is to know than wishing you brought some warmer things. Feeling your fingertips is a sensation you don't even pay attention to. But at altitude, feeling your fingertips is a sensation you long for. Brushing your hair through more than an inch of your hair is something we don't even pay attention to. But after almost a week of hiking, if you don't have dreadlocks, you're lucky. We take so many things for granted, like breathing, or sleeping without waking up 20 times in the middle of the night, or pillows. But those things are important, and you're lucky to have them. Although, we often don't understand the importance of these things until we don't have them anymore. So be appreciative of what you have now. Now, you'd think being on a mountain would strictly teach you mountaineering skills, like how much water you have to drink on a daily basis, or how to get into your backpack without taking off your mittens. But there are countless parallels between life at 6,000 meters and life here on sea level. You don't have to look for them, but you have to embrace the absence of civilization and the silence of the mountain in order for the lessons to appear. Thank you.